blush, look at that smile. It must be such a rush. I think you want some more. Takes me in, I'll open up. Don't just give up, you know. Stop it now, soon I'm yours. Say I get it, you just can't escape it. The sweetness of your love. Needing the sugar, you need attention. Won't get it unless you just take it for. Show me what you really want. One touch and hit it on. See you stare at me. It's so clear in your fantasy. Wanting you so near. Racing hard, blazing fire. Like I'm all that you ever desire. I think I wanna have some fun. Make your way tonight. So sweet, wrapped around my fingertip. So real, full of all the love I feel free. You see, there's a sound that is me. And I know it's crazy. They hard, gonna race you like a drum. So sweet, wrapped around my fingertip. You see, no one can resist the speed. Let's go, are you ready for the show? Can't escape me, no, I can't let you go. I won't make it a night you're not forgetting. I'll make it with every one of your efforts. I like your smile, will you be mine? You think I'm teasing, is to believe me. Should I reveal the truth? I'm not just playing. Should I convince you, boo? I feel it too. Holding back isn't me. Wanna make you complete me, baby. I'm on the better than you're out tonight. So sweet, wrapped around my fingertip. So real, full of all the love I feel free. You see, there's a sound that is me. And I know it's crazy. They had gonna race you like a drum. So sweet, wrapped around my fingertip. You see, no one can resist the beat. Let's go, are you ready for the show? Can't escape me, no, I can't let you go. All dressed up to make you mine. Feel the love inside. You will not tonight. Cause my mind is made up once you know. But my lips are tied. I won't show this hard. Shame me, work hard just to get me. We'll make it easy now. Can't wait forever, but I'll make you forget everything, every girl you know. Look at me, I got it all. Lipstick to heels on. Just see you stare at me. It's so clear in your fantasy. Wanting you so near. Racing hard, blazing fire. Like I'm all that you ever desire. I think I wanna have some fun. I'll make your world tonight. So sweet, wrapped around my fingertip. So real, full of all the love feels free. You see, there's a sound that is me. And I know it's crazy. They hard get racy like a drum. So sweet, wrapped around my fingertip. You see, no one can resist the beat. Let's go, are you ready for the show? Can't escape me, no, I can't let you go. You're feeling shy, think I just made you blush. Look at that smile, it must be such a rush. I think you want some more. Takes me in, I'll open up. Don't just give up, you know. Stop it now, soon I'm yours. Say I get it, you just can't escape it. The sweetness of your love. Needing the sugar, you need attention. Won't get it unless you just take it for. Show me what you really want. One touch and hit it on. See you stare at me.
Oh wait.
It's so clear in your fantasy. Wanting you so near. Racing hard, blazing fire. Like I'm all that you ever desire. I think I wanna have some fun.
Why didn't you tell me that my mic was on the entire time? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? My mic was on the entire time. Okay. That's fine. Good thing I didn't say or do anything embarrassing. Was it, it didn't just turn on at the end, I just wasn't talking. 야봐요. Ah. No, that was surprisingly enough not planned. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. でもいいよ。As you can see, we're back to laptop setup at my grandma's house. えっbecause our internet is dead again. Yeah. Internet went adios. そうねwe're back here. We are back here on at least Granny has internet. Yeah, but I don't like streaming on my laptop because I tried opening my model, but it was going at 180 frame per minute, so not good. Not good. Yeah. I do hope that they fix it until the 8th, like they said they would. I really want my normal internet back, cause like I can't stream with my model like this. I can't play video games like this. Like how am I gonna play anything on my heckin' laptop? It's not possible. Aww. でもいいよ. We're back here. Hey, how can they keep messing up like this? I don't know what they did that caused it to go adios again. But oh well. But oh well. I digress. Become a just chatting streamer. Well, at this point I am. Also, welcome. Hello, ID. I always love seeing Maxi's photos. I'm watching from Japan. Hello. Hajimemashite. Oh, wait, what's going on? Microphone. Okay, there we go. How's ID doing? That's a good question. I had to wake up early today to go to uni. And then I bought a gift for my mama and my grandma in the city. And then I was on the train. Being on the train was not fun. And then I went home, and then I slept. And then I ate. And then my tummy hurt from eating, and now I'm here. Hi. I did eat something. I was like, it's like when you're like intermittent fasting, which I'm not, but I guess I kind of am. Oh wait, I have my pop filter here. But this one doesn't. That one doesn't fit on my mic. Also welcome, Boso-chin. Nice to meet you. Yeah, but like we know when you're intermittent fasting and you have to eat everything like within a 1 hour window. It was kind of like that for me. So I had shin ramyun, really spicy. And then I had half a vegetable bread, and then I had a little bit of tortellini. Yeah. And then I got my tummy hurt from eating too much. Yeah, yeah. But I'm here now. Sorry I'm late, I was on a networking event. Oh, I hate networking events. でもありしてる. Thank you for coming. ねえねえ. Oh gosh. Okay, today we'll be playing Two Lies and One Truth. Two Lies and One Truth. Initially I wanted to do Two Truths and One Lie, but then I was like, wait. I don't think I even know that much fun facts to tell about me that you wouldn't immediately know. So, that being said, probably some of the things that are my truths today, if you've watched me diligently, you might recognize them. So, being a loyal watcher is gonna pay off today. Hi. I think I'm gonna do a poll, and you're gonna have to vote which the true story is. Okay. So, Ari is going to start her stories. Story number 1. Also, I should probably specify that after I'm done telling the stories and when I put up the poll, we're gonna let the poll go for like a minute. And while the poll is going, you can ask me questions about the stories and I'll have to answer. And you can try to figure out that way if I'm lying or not. Alright, first story. ID, we went to Berlin quite often when I was in high school for class trips. They love to go to our government offices. And I met a man at a train station in Berlin when for the train, and he started talking to us. Our little group of children, teens going to visit. And he started asking us lots of questions, and we were like, oh, stranger danger, stranger danger. Why is he talking to us? But actually, then the man introduced himself, and it turns out that he was one of the guides who takes around school classes around these places, around the Bundestag. And that was really funny because we were all like, oh, why is this strange man talking to us? How dare. Yeah. I thought that is story one. Then story two is that I actually thought of this because Mark told me about the networking event he went to. I need to once went to a networking event. Well, probably more than once, but I'll tell you about one specific time. Um so I was at the networking event and I was trying. Lord knows I was trying. Um and I was trying to go around trying to introduce myself, but every time I went up to someone they were like, oh, hi, like, who are you? And I was like, I'm ID, and they're like, okay, I'm this person, and I didn't know what they were, what they did. So I was just like, ah, okay, good. And then I kept walking rather than talking to them. And I realized I was being so awkward, so I just went to sit down in the corner and then I started crying while playing Subway Surfers. Yeah, that is that is my second story. Then the third story is that once when I was younger, my dog got off the leash. We were walking in the field near my house with my papa, my grandma, and my mama and me, and the dog. Um, and we'd only had him for a couple of months at this point, and my grandma was the one holding the leash. She was still smaller then, so it was easier. Um, and he just took off running in the middle of that field. Because we hadn't put the collar on tightly enough, apparently, and he managed to get out of it. He was chasing a rabbit, and we thought we lost him because he got so far away so quickly. And we were running through the field yelling, Max, Max, come here, come here, we have treat. And yeah, I was crying because I thought that we lost him, but he did come back. So I like to say that he's our dog by choice because he could have ran away, but he didn't. Yeah, you're frozen in place. I know, cause my VTube Studio doesn't work. Doesn't work. Um, on my laptop. Alright, those were my three stories. Let me make the poll and then you can ask some questions. Da, da, da. Networking or dog? There you go. お願いします. Please vote. Which one do you think was real? Oh, sorry, no, don't worry. Do you know why it doesn't work? I don't know. For some reason my I don't know what you call it in English. I think it's memory was like super high, but I couldn't figure out what was making it that high. Yeah. What will you do after graduating university? Cry, probably. cry probably. I'd love to be a full-time streamer, but I don't think my channel is big enough, so maybe not. Maybe I can't be. How long ago was the story with Maxi? That was only a few months after we got him. So that was when I was about 8 years old. Yeah. I like the fact that you believe that I'm so horrible at socializing that I was crying and playing Subway Surfers at an event. You need to persist. We believe in you, Vidi. Thank you. I want the network one to be okay. I see what you think of me. Gee, your arms. Wait, what about my arms? What's wrong with my arms? Nande? Nande da yo? Huh? I mean, to be fair, my laptop has run my model before just fine, so I don't understand what's wrong with it today. Sure, you've told one of these on stream before. You sure about that? The networking one sounds too ID for ID. What does that mean? Alright. So, onegaishimasu. Please keep asking the questions and I'll close the thingy in just a minute. To be honest, I pressed the middle option because I thought it sounded the most fake. I forgot how the poll worked. You can change your vote. You can change your vote. Alright, no more questions? Then I suppose... Oh wait, two of them are tied. Wait, okay, I'll wait until there's no more tie. Alright. Okay. When will you do more ASMR roleplays when my internet is back to functioning normally? Because I can't record well on my travel mic. 1, 2 oder 3. Letzte Chance. Vorbei! Alright, so. Oh no, they tied again! What do you mean? Okay, wait. We'll do a tiebreaker. I'll do a quick tiebreaker for those of you who voted Berlin. Please vote on this one. I was trying so hard to not make it tie. Ob du wirklich richtig stehst, siehst du, wenn das Licht angeht. Hi. Your lies are too good. Actually, I watched this. It's a British show called Would I Lie to You? It has like a bunch of comedians and like they tell a story, a funny story. And the other comedians have to guess if it's true or not and like ask questions to them. I really like it. So I think I like to think that inspired me. All right. Okay, let's okay, this one's pretty clear. Y'all think that the dog story was real? I have to disappoint you. It's not. Surprisingly enough, my dog never escaped while we were walking. Demo, the networking one is real, unfortunately. Yeah. God. So I got so upset because I was trying to talk to people. I was like, God, I'm pathetic. I can't even talk to people. It was a VTuber networking event too. And I was so frustrated because, you know, like, even when I was trying to stand near people and engage in conversation, I just ended up standing there, kind of looking at them while they were talking and really, you know, doing anything else. So eventually I saw that there was food that no one was eating. There was like they had like panna cotta and stuff like that in the corner, and there was like armchairs, and so I just went like to the very corner where no one was because everyone was at the middle of the room like talking. So I just went to the very corner and started eating dessert after dessert, and then I started playing Subway Surfers, and I cried while playing Subway Surfers. Yeah. But that was the story. Yeah. I cried and sat alone. Sold. なんでだよ。Yeah. So that was that. That was that. Yeah. ね。Armchair and panna cotta sounds way better than socializing. Yeah. No one else was really eating that, so I was like, oh, okay, more for me, more for me. Yeah. でもね、you know, that's why I don't like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh no, I'm so anxious, I can't do anything. Meanwhile, this is me, you know? So it's like, how do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? Yeah. That sounds so miserable. Gee, thanks, I know. Yeah, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. But that's okay. Yeah. でも how do you feel, Viri? Viri feels good, don't worry about it. If you don't drag me to a networking event, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Yeah, okay. ね, so, that was the first story, the first 3 stories. Do you get anxious talking to people on the internet? Less so, but still yes. But definitely much better than in person. Yeah. Anyways, so the next story, well, currently, first of all, it's 1-0 for me, cause you guessed wrong. You guessed wrong. Alright, now it's time for the next series of 2 Lies and 1 Truth. Are you ready? So, the first story is that actually currently the room that I'm in, the room I sleep at my grandma's house, it has some decorating items that other people would think are relatively questionable because my grandma used to collect clown dolls. Like they are porcelain clown dolls, and there's also just a porcelain, like, you know, baby doll here. And they are scattered all around the room, watching me while I sleep. And because of that, I was never scared of porcelain dolls or like clown dolls or anything like that. Yeah, so that's the first story. That is the first story. The second story is that I once. No, there's no good way to say this, but I once stole from the church. Because I don't know how it is where you live, but sometimes for church we have like a little Wochenmarkt that they organize outside the church. Where, you know, people from the church community, they will go and they'll like sell cake and stuff and things like that. And to collect money for the church or for like whatever charity they have going on. And I went there with my family, and there was a bowl of like little ring trinkets that I really liked, and I thought it was like good because it didn't have a price on it. It did not say a price on it. So I thought it was just like a, oh, take one kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, okay, I take one. I take one. I only take one. I'm very nice. I only take one. So I took one. And later on, I showed it to my mama, and she was like, "Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I took it. I took it from there." And she was like, "You stole it?" And I was like, "No, I took it." Yeah, but as it turns out, those were being sold. Uh, hi. It's very kind to steal only one. I thought so too. I think so too. The next one is actually I often have to take the train. And one time I got in the wrong train because I was really eager to get home and I was kind of sort of tired. And I looked at the anzeige, and it showed that my train would come first, a different train would come after, and then the train came, but I didn't look at the display on the train, and I just got in and I sat down. Turns out that was the wrong train. So I did not realize that until like 3 stops later, because I was with my AirPods on my phone, and I ended up in a completely different city. And the worst part was that it was evening by that time. So I had to call my grandma to pick me up. Yeah. My mama was mad at me for it because she was like, Adi, this was your fault. Your grandma shouldn't have to pick you up. I was like, Mama, what am I supposed to do? I'm here now. Yeah. Alright. These are my 3 stories this time. Which is real. Clowns, church, or train. Ta-da! Please, a votear. Please vote. Yeah. Music was too good to pay attention to anything else. Yeah. Devil stealing from the church has to be real. Glad you think that way about me. Yeah. Pretty sure it's the train one. Well, yeah, I mean, I think you know how I am pretty well. I love having my AirPods in. Always listen to music while disassociating. I just stare ahead and hallucinate while I got my AirPods in. Yeah. I remember the train thing, or at least similar. It's always the train. Dot dot dot. And he cried on the train. No, this one is not about me crying on the train. This one is about me getting on the wrong train and being so caught up in listening to my AirPods that I didn't realize I was going the wrong way. Had to get picked up. What were you listening to in the train when it happened, Heidi? Well, I can't tell you the exact song, but usually I just listen to music while I'm like staring into the distance out the window. I got pretty good music playlists. I got them like my playlists are like labeled by mood, and I like them. No crying fake story. Ah, sigoi. Okay, let me end this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you said that the train story was true. You are, once again, wrong! Because the clown story is real, I can count 1, 2, 3 porcelain dolls that are currently watching me as I'm talking. 1 just normal porcelain doll and 2 clown porcelain dolls. My grandma does collect them. I did say it before on stream. But because I kind of just grow up with that being the case, so I'm not scared of them. You know, like I've slept in this room for a while now. We're chill. They don't mind me being here. And even if they were possessed or something, I have a crucifix. I have a crucifix above my bed. I think I'll be fine. Yeah. Wait, so the devil owns a crucifix. Oh, just you wait until you hear. I have a crucifix above my bed. I had a Jesus poster on the door of my room, until I was a teenager, and I slept with a blanket that had Jesus holding a lamb printed on it. Yeah. Question: do you believe in ghosts, Sari? I'd like to not, cause I don't know. I do strange things when I'm home alone. I'd feel a little bit shy if someone were watching me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it would not be good for the ghost either. Sometimes I just have a random dance party, and I dance at my dog. I like point at him and I dance, and he just looks at me like I'm crazy. I'd feel awkward if there was some ghosts watching that too. Are you free now? What do you mean? Define free. Define free. I'm not in prison if you're curious about that. Yeah. あのね、strange things, well, random dance parties among other things. Hi. But, you guys are bad at this game. Also, welcome, Sino. Thank you so much for coming by. Free of possession, well, I'm not possessed, but could I possess you? Hi. Ito. But yeah, you guys are bad at this game. You're losing. I'm winning. Do you love us? Of course. Of course, how could you even ask? Hi. Okay. You need to try harder. Yeah. No. I am in fact quite bad at recognizing lines. This is embarrassing, guys. We need to do better. Alright, so, next set of stories. What are the names of Viride's fans? Viridevils. Hi. Okay, next set of stories. So this one is a story from today, actually. Cause I was going to university, it was 8 a.m., I was so tired. I'd literally only slept, I think, about like 2 to 3 hours, so I was very proud of myself for even having gotten out of bed to begin with. And I arrived at my university, and the class I had was in one of the very, very upper floors of the building. So because I was already running late, I decided to take the elevator. And I just pressed on the button while I was already thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm a little bit late. Oh my gosh, I hope I'll be fine. I'm so tired. And then the door to the elevator opened, and I stepped inside without thinking, but I ran into an old lady, who was, trying to exit the elevator. And I got scolded. She was like, ugh, can't you wait? You're supposed to wait until people leave. And I was like, oh, I am so very sorry. And she was like, cha. Look at people like you. Ugh. I was like, I didn't say anything. The door closed, and I was like, okay, that happened. Yeah. ね. So that was the first story from today. I don't think it was my fault. If I, humbly. Okay. Then the next story is that one time I went on vacation with my mama. We were going to Spain. And one of my toxic traits is that I keep forgetting at least one thing. I make myself a packing list every single time, but every time I forgot one thing. Like when I went to the US, I brought everything. I brought my microphone, I brought my chargers, I brought my phone stand, but I forgot my laptop. Yeah. So that time when I went with my mama, I had everything. I had my toothbrush, I had my brush, I had all my electronics, I had my passport and everything. I forgot my underwear. I had like a week's worth of clothes, but I forgot to bring underwear. And before you ask, I did not wear the same underwear for a week. I simply bought underwear there. Yeah. I forgot. I was so busy Tetrising my suitcase and trying to remember all my electronics and like, oh, did I bring toothbrush? I forgot the underwear. All right. Did this happen on last year's Spain trip? Yes. And if you remember me telling it from the stream, no, you don't. Shut up. No, you don't. Shut up. it makes sense, but how can you forget that in the first place? Well, I always pack my suitcase like the night before. And I think I was too focused on like not forgetting my hairbrush in my pajamas again, so yeah. Alright, the third story. This one is not a story directly about me, but it is about my papa. So my papa and my uncle, they took in a cat when they were younger. You know, I've only heard about the cat distribution system where like there's a stray cat and you feed it once and it keeps on coming back. But my grandma didn't want them to have the cat because my grandma's not a cat person. So, they really wanted to keep the cat. The cat would keep coming back and they'd feed her outside, but they really wanted to keep the cat inside. And so one time, my papa smuggled the cat inside. And he had the great idea to put her into his shirt and to bring her inside so that his mom wouldn't notice. And the problem was that the cat was okay with it at first, but then the cat didn't like it anymore. And it scratched up his stomach before it ran away. And then they had to catch it because the cat was running around in the house trying to hide underneath the closet. Yeah. And that is my third story. Please, which is true? Elevator. Underwear. Don't take that one out of context. Or cat. お願いします. Please vote. What was the elevator lady wearing? I was not focusing. Like I said, I didn't even, like, I was so zoned out that I didn't even see her before I bumped into her, so I didn't focus on what she was wearing. I bumped into her, I quickly walked past it while she was scolding me, and I was just, like, averting my gaze. I was like, Entschuldigung, tut mir sehr leid, Entschuldigung. And I didn't look at her, because I didn't want to look at the person who was scolding me. Did you forget all underwear? No. Well, I mean, I did have socks, but I forgot, you know, like, undies. Undies. I vote for Under Vader Cat. Yeah, that's my favorite story too. Hi. Socks are not underwear. Well, it depends on what you count as underwear. Well, I had socks, but I forgot, like, undies, you know? All of them, as in, like, I didn't have any of them. I didn't pack any of them. Yeah. Alright, please get it right this time. Idi's gonna be sad. Idi's gonna be sad. Well, then again, how can I be sad when I'm the one who's winning? It looks like I'm winning today. Yeah. Alright. Oh, the votes are pretty overwhelming. So I guess I can just end the poll. 69% of people say underwear. That is a super majority, I believe. So, that being said, I know. This time, you are... wrong. You're wrong. Not right. I've forgotten many other things before. Like for example, I had to borrow a person's pajamas because I forgot to bring pajamas. And that alongside hairbrush, alongside toothpaste, alongside shampoo and everything. But no. I did not forget my undies. でも、so, the true story was the elevator one. The true story was the elevator one. ID's frozen, yeah, cause my laptop won't run VTube Studio, I'm sorry. Yeah. Elevator one was true, it happened today. It happened today. Tell us what you think of all European nations. Europe. I like Eurovision. Thank you for... Yep, that's my opinion. Hi. Hi. It could be that I didn't pack enough sometime, but I never forgot like all of it. Yeah. ね. So that was that. Hi. Oh my gosh, I am 3-2. Oh. I'm 3-2. You gotta. Lady was angry at Adi, yeah. I felt a little bit awkward, but at the same time I was like, I'm too tired to care. I am too tired to care. I did such a good job by coming to university despite me being so tired today. I do not even care. Short of me killing someone today, I don't think I did anything wrong. Yeah. And it. Are we getting punished for getting your answers wrong? Are, that sounds like you want that. まだよね。でもね、Yeah, oh gosh, give me a moment to come up with some more stuff. Surprisingly enough, it's pretty hard to come up with lies. Oh well. PN. Oh well. I Okay. ID is oh, did you get any predictions from today's Nintendo Direct, correct? No, I was really hoping for Super Mario Galaxy 3. But I guess Nintendo just doesn't like free money. I guess they just doesn't like free money. No, I get, you know, that doing Mario Galaxy 3, that would bring them too much money. They couldn't possibly do that. Yeah. I mean, you know, I was hoping for Galaxy or maybe another Animal Crossing, but like obviously they're not gonna make another Animal Crossing this soon. Yeah. Oh well, but I did get the Tomodachi Life right, so I think that's good. Nemo, the prices of that are so high. Like the price for the new Nintendo Switch 2, that's so high. And like, why would I buy that? I don't think it's different enough from the Nintendo Switch to warrant like upgrading. And like, I don't like the idea of like, you know, main title games only being released on that console, because I don't think it's that good of a like revolutionary console. Like, oh, ちょっと待って. I'm manually keeping track of donuts because the alerts don't work here. Demo. What's ID's favorite Nintendo of all time? I love the Nintendo 2DS. It's just a more sentimental thing than anything. I mean, the 3DS is more handy because, you know, you can fold it and it's very small. It's much smaller than my phone, actually. But I loved having my black and blue Nintendo 2DS. It's my favorite growing up. Also, arigato! Thank you so much, Sammy. We love Adi winning. Adi likes winning too. Hi. Hi, hi. でもね、yeah, but I loved my black and blue Nintendo 2DS. It was my favorite. Alright, okay. Here are your new set of stories. The first one. When I was younger, my parents took me to, as we say in Germany, it's a Ponyhof. Ponyhof, which in English it's like pony. What's Stall? It's a pony stable, right? It's a pony stable where you can go pony riding. And they took me there so I could get to ride a pony. Now, riding, I think you have to put it in quotation marks because you know, like they just like take the pony by a lead and like lead it around in circles. You didn't actually get to like ride it. You kind of just sat there while they were leading the pony. So I was quote unquote riding the pony and I was like, "Yay, pony." I wasn't the most like horse fan, so I was just like, "Oh, okay, this is neat, I guess." But then the pony started beef with the pony in front of me. It should be made clear that my pony was the problem. It was not the pony in front of us. But my pony started beef. It like kind of pushed the pony in front, like, oh, like walk faster. And they started beef. And then long story short, my pony, it didn't like really like harshly bite the other one, but it did like nip at it, like it bit it a little bit. And the girl who was in the pony in front of me, like she got startled, and she started crying. And for some reason, she blamed me as if I was the one who told my pony, "Hey, go bite that one." So I was mad. I was mad because she was crying and she was making it my fault. Yeah. And well, looking back at it, this part is probably not true, but child me was like, ugh, why does everyone think it's my fault? Why does everyone here think it's my fault? Probably not everyone thought it was my fault, but you know, that was my perception at the time. I felt very wronged. Yeah. That is the first story. Then the second story is about my Nintendo 2DS, which is my favorite thing ever. I was bringing it on a travel. It was a car travel, cause my family went to Italy, Gardasee with me. And I had my little Nintendo 2DS while we were doing the drive in the car, which you know it's a long drive. And at one point, my mama took my Nintendo 2DS away because she was like, "You've been playing too much." And I was like, "No, what do you mean? Why are you playing? What else am I supposed to do?" You know, I was being a little bit dramatic about that part, cause I had like magazines, I had like comics, I had like one of those little like portable DVD players. I had a portable CD player, so I definitely had things I could do. Um, but I was like, "No, no, how could you?" And then she hid it, like I think in her jacket or in a backpack, so that I wouldn't like try to dig for it. And then later I was like, "Okay, mama." Like several hours later, I was like, "Okay, mama, can I have it back?" And she was like, "Yeah, okay, you can have it back for a little while." And then she like tried to look for it, but she forgot where she put it, and I got so mad. I got so mad. I thought she lost it. So I was crying for the next 2 hours of the ride. How old is the devil? The devil is 21 years old. The devil is currently 21 years old. Yeah, so I was crying for the next 2 hours of the ride. and being really mad. But then at the next like raststelle, she found it. It was in her jacket, and it smelled like her perfume now. So ever since then, my Nintendo 2DS always smelled like her perfume. Cause I think it somehow got into the air vent. Hi, I like that you guys are judging whether a story or not is true or not by whether I was crying or not. Let's say like, okay, next story is my mama, she knows that sometimes I get sponsored by companies. I mean, I kind of have to tell her, because you know, like sometimes I'll get a package from Gamersubs. Use code headpetid for 10% off your order. um or like I'll get a package from like Kawa, or I'll get a package from like when I had the Meta sponsorship. And you know, at first when I got these packages, like she always freaks out and she's like, Adi, what did you buy there? Why did you spend your money on that? I'm like, no, mama, I got sponsored, it's okay, they gave it to me for free. They gave it to me for free. Um yeah, and so and so, you know, I always have to tell her that when I get a package. I'm like, no, mama, don't worry. It's okay. It's a sponsor. It's a sponsor. But I must confess that I've also been using that when it's not a sponsor. Uh, cause recently, I bought something. I bought like from a Japanese shop. I bought a Nintendo game. And I wanted to buy a Nintendo game, but I ended up buying some more stuff, some more accessories for my Nintendo 3DS and for my Nintendo Switch. And it came in a huge box, and my mom was like, Adi, I told you to save money for your taxes. I told you to save money for your taxes, and you're out here buying things. And I was like, Mama, no, I didn't buy that. You know, that's just a sponsor. Yeah, don't worry about it. And I have used that excuse on several occasions. All right. These are my 3 stories. Please try to redeem yourself. Yeah. Okay, which one is real? The pony story, Nintendo, or the sponsor? Ta-dang! Onegaishimasu. Please guess. Which game was it? It was a yokai watch game. Cause it was really, really cheap in the store. And I was like, oh, you know, I can buy that. I can buy that. Cause I was initially looking at buying Tomodachi Life again, but Tomodachi Life, for some reason, they sell it for really expensive. Like, Tomodachi Life was almost $60, but the Yokai Watch game was only $5. But I didn't end up money savings because I ended up buying much more stuff anyway, so I think I spent more than $60. Hi. Yeah. Also, which accessories did you get for the Switch? So with this, for the Switch, I got like a Switch skin. Where basically, you put it around the Switch while I have a Switch Lite. And then it looks nice, and you also get like little gummy things you put over the buttons to make them look like cat paws. It's very cute. It's very cute. I like it very much. What were the last 5 packages you got? With or without sponsors? The last 5 packages I got, I ordered contact lenses recently. I got the Nintendo package, that I just bought and told you about. I got, well, before that, in January, I bought a Nintendo Switch Lite. Then that was one of the packages. In December, I got the MetaQuest from my sponsor. And before that, I got a Kawa package. Yeah. Hi. ね。Alright, guys, you have to. You have to redeem yourself. Just so you know, the Nintendo story, that's the one with the Nintendo 2DS. That my mama took from me. That smelled like perfume up until the very end. I don't have it anymore because I gave it to my cousin. But yeah. I assumed that it would still smell like perfume because I don't know how, but it got into the ear vents. And it smelled like perfume for several years. Like, I gave it to my cousin, I think, 2 years ago. It still smelled like perfume then. Yeah. I don't want to be redeemed, Daddy. Wow, sugoi ne. Alright. Okay, it seems pretty clear. And... Ba 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 ba? Huh? YouTube tells the result. YouTube? YouTube? Okay. I guess not. So YouTube ate the poll. But... Oh, there we go. Okay. So, Nintendo won the 2DS story where my mama took my Nintendo while I was, we were on a road trip, so to speak. And ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that you got it right for once. It's true. And it does still, it did still smell like perfume. Yes, like, she got it in the air vents. It smelled like perfume. I literally sniffed my Nintendo because it smelled good. It smelled like perfume. Anane. Yeah. It is, it's not too much of a story, but yeah, it's true. Yeah. The Nintendo. It smell like perfume. Yeah. Okay. That was my stories. Hi. Congratulations, you managed to get the curve at the end, and you guessed one right. Actually, well, I did go pony riding once, but nothing happened. Like, literally nothing of interest at all happened. And when it comes to the sponsors, surprisingly, I've never once lied before that like a package I got was sponsored when it wasn't. Just because I don't order a lot of things. Yeah. Usually when I do, I'm pretty transparent about it. Hi. Yeah. So, we end the game 3-2-1 in favor of ID. But I guess you made a good effort. And, well, you finally got something right. Congratulations. I suppose this will be my last story of today because Aidi has to go to class tomorrow. And we already started the stream late. 3-1, that means we won. No. No. Yada. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll try to do some RPG Maker tomorrow. Well, I'm not sure if I still can, because I thought I'd have my PC. But I guess not. Thank you for that, Telecom. We'll see what I'll do tomorrow. But thank you so much for coming by. Aristere? Oh? An email. Email だよ。あありがとう。Thank you so much. Thank you, Jealous123. 1313. なんで Anima? I might not be a real 3DS, but I'm quite jealous that that's one lucky handout that should have been me, not him. It's not fair. You want to smell like my mama's perfume? Get in line. Hi. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming by. Aristere? Ciao. Oh my gosh, I gotta remember to turn my mic off in the loading screen. All dressed up
to make you mine. Feel the love inside. You will not tonight. 'Cause my mind is made of what you know. But my lips are tight. I won't show you this side. Daily, we're conscious together. Won't make it easy now. Can't wait forever, but make you forget anything. Girl, you know. Look at me, I got it all. Lipstick to heels around. Please stare at me. It's so clear and then your fantasy. Wanting you so near. Racing hard, blazing fire. Like a moth that you ever desire. I think I wanna have some fun. Make your world tonight. So sweet.